When you think about it, life is very bizarre. Really put this into perspective for a second. What is your chances of finding the truth? What is your chances of being involved in Islam? What are your chances of finding the Quran? Like, really think about this for a second. There is so many lies, there's so much drama, there's just so much fake crap everywhere right now. Not just on the internet, but on the news, on the TV. Everybody you speak to, everybody is full of crap. So what is your chances of actually finding the truth? This is something that is unbelievable. When you put it into perspective and you start to understand really how blessed we are, it's wild. It blows my mind. We live in a society with a system that is purely designed for hiding the truth. It is designed to hide Islam. It has done everything possible to disdain and distort the image of the Muslim community. And even with that, people stay in the faith, people revert into the faith, people stay into the truth. Even with all this, with everything stacked against you, being a Muslim in the West and in America, everybody's against you. There's nobody that's for you. And yet we still are on this path. It is a very bizarre thing when you break it down and put it into perspective. That being said, I said this previously, but I didn't really get it clear enough. There is no such thing as an ex-Muslim. Ex-Muslims aren't real. They were never Muslim to begin with. They never followed the faith. I understand, yes, they may have been born into a Muslim family and a family that made them recite the Quran, but that doesn't mean they felt it. It doesn't mean they were in their hearts. It doesn't mean they really prayed to Allah. And I really feel personally against these individuals because I'm a revert. I didn't have the opportunity to be born into this. These individuals had the chance. They were born into this life and they chose to get away from it. That's a completely different situation. If someone's born in the West and born in America and saw the 9/11 propaganda, it's very easy to stay away from it. It's very easy to never get involved into Islam. Somebody who was born into the faith, bred into the faith, reading the Quran from day one, recited it, and even have parents that can teach them Arabic to learn it, that's a blessing. That is a true blessing. And if somebody is in that situation and they are that ungrateful to get away from the faith, that is purely on them. And what happens to them is their fault. You know, it's just like the rich kids. The rich kids at school, they get a new $100,000 Mercedes for their 16th birthday, and they get this beautiful, magnificent car right away, right out of the gate in life. And then they bitch and moan and complain about it because it's not the right color or the seat's leather wasn't the right style. This is what these ex-Muslims appear to be. On the outside, somebody who didn't have that opportunity, that's what they look like. It's like you are so extremely ungrateful for the blessings that was in front of them. It is just bizarre. But whenever I first reverted to Islam, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I knew very little about the faith, but what I did know is the Quran was real. After studying every single faith, every single main religion that you can think of, and studying it and trying to find the truth and looking through all these books and all these different ways of life, I find the one thing that really was set in stone. When you hear the Quran in Arabic the first time, it changes you forever. There is no way to avoid that. And I don't know how people pretend like that's not a thing. And if somebody truly, and it's very hard for me to wrap my mind around this, but if somebody truly hears the Quran in Arabic and chooses not to follow the faith, there is something wrong with them. There is something spiritually wrong with their soul that makes them so beyond lost that I don't even know what to do. But because it's so hard for me to wrap my mind around this and believe this, it makes me come to different conclusions. One, were they Muslim in the first place? No, there's no way to be an ex-Muslim. That's not a real thing. You do not say the Shahada and have a connection with Allah and get away from it. That's just silly. That's just not real. But then my other thought is, are they plants? Because whenever you see somebody leave Christianity, they're never an ex-Christian. There's no ex-Christians running around. There's never ex-pagans. I use the term ex-black magician just because what people use on the internet, it's like clickbait crap, but that's not even a real thing. Whenever a Christian leaves the faith and becomes spiritual, they don't say they're ex-Christian. They run around and tell everybody, hey, I'm pagan now, or whatever they choose to be. So why are these people, why is their self-identity tied to ex-Muslim? Why is that the thing? Because this is truly a self-identity crisis where they're tying their identity to leaving something positive. Like, are they just that ashamed that they want to be publicly tortured and humiliated? Or is something else going on? Are they a plant? Is any of this real? I mean, the comment sections, whenever you read their comment section, it doesn't look legit. And whenever you do click the profiles and look at the profile photos of the people commenting, they don't look well. They look unwell. They look like they have diseases. This is something that's just been on my mind and bothering me a lot lately. It's like, I'm sure you guys understand, but how do you have something that you appreciate so much, that you appreciate to the endless degree? And then on the other hand, you have individuals that just disgrace it, discard it, completely ignore it from start to finish. They even have the point of having hatred towards the thing that you appreciate so much. And it puts you in a position to feel a bit of anger, to feel a bit of frustration, and want to come at these individuals. It's ridiculous, and it's disgusting is what it is. None of these people who claim to be ex-Muslims are people you want to be like. Really, spend the time and look at these individuals. Look at the way they look. Look at, are they in shape? Are they doing well? Are they even happy? None of these things are true. You don't want to be like any of these people. There's nothing appealing about them at all. So when you see this thing, you see this supposed group of people attacking a faith that they were supposedly evolved in, act complete opposite of what the faith teaches. They never talk about anything that they actually learned. And they've never proven that they know anything whatsoever. Like, just because you can recite the book doesn't mean you understand what those words are saying. And the reason for this, and the reason they're at this point, is because it's not real. It's just not real. It's not true. They are plants. They're getting paid off. Just like when you look at the comment section, do you think these Haram police things are real? Like, sure, there's some individuals that join on. They're like 12-year-old, 14-year-old boys with a little ego problem. But most of these Haram police comments are wrong. These comments are fake. I'm telling you guys right now, most of them are fake. These are not real individuals. These are ChatGPT AI robots. Mohammed Hijab, forgive me if I pronounce his name wrong, just put a post on Instagram about his fight he just went on. And whenever you see the comment section of that, he's just getting roasted. He's getting completely attacked over and over and over again by Haram police for very minuscule things. This man has done more for the faith than 90% of that comment section combined. And some of you guys may have noticed, but I've been responding to a couple of them, trying to see what's going on there, to really test the theory, are these individuals bots? And yes, some of them aren't real, but the mass majority of them will respond with the exact same responses. I'm not joking, test it. I'm going to start recording it and taking pictures and screenshots and posting it to show you guys exactly how identical all their responses are. This is a blatant attack on the faith. Whenever I first got into Islam, there was a period of time where I was thinking about leaving the label Muslim behind. Not that I would leave the faith, not that I would stop studying the Quran, but I would just like get myself away from the label because of this, because I thought the Haram police was so intense that this was a real thing. I was considering stepping away from the community and just doing my own thing. Like, I picked up the Quran by myself in a bedroom. I don't care if people like that or not. I'm not going to get away from it. I found this to be truth. There's nothing anybody can ever say or do that will get me away from the Quran. But these individuals got me to the point where I wanted to step away from the community, and this is also why I got rid of Twitter. Twitter, or X, is a cesspool for this. These are not real humans. This is a complete attack on Islam to try to get people away from the faith. And I'll give it to them. This method is pretty smart, and it's a little too smart, so it tells me exactly who's involved in this. The reason why the Haram police thing is so significant, why it is so serious, is because anybody who speaks about Islam publicly gets attacked by the community, supposedly gets attacked by the community that they're defending, right? So if you're up here on social media talking about Islam, trying to spread the faith, doing some online dawah to people, and you start getting attacked by the individuals you're trying to help and support, it demotivates you faster than anything else. It's just like, why am I doing this? What's the point? These people don't even want me talking about it. Fine, I'll talk about something else. And this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to accomplish this, to make us get away from it, to not speak about it online. The Haram police is not real. I'm telling you guys, this is all fake. This is all robots. This is all AI. And once again, I will say it, it is brilliant. It is very brilliant. It is one of the smartest things. Because if you look at it in the perspective of Christianity, Christians can just say, praise Jesus or whatever they want. They have a bunch of cool catchphrases that people really enjoy. And their whole chat is just supportive as ever. They could just start gambling on stream. They could do all kinds of crazy stuff. You have Alex Eubanks, supposedly a Christian content creator, is out here selling gambling and doing gear and still has unlimited support of the Christians. Meanwhile, the Muslims will like say a cuss word once in a comment section and get completely obliterated by thousands of individuals. This is not real. I promise you, these people are not real. None of them are real. And it's smart, but I finally caught on to it months later after a bunch of headache, and I kind of just wanted to spread some awareness about this. That's about it. I just wanted to get all this off my chest. It was something that's been frustrating me, and I wanted more people to be aware of it. Appreciate you guys all for watching. I know this video is probably echoey as can be. I'm in an empty apartment again. We're still setting up, getting ready to actually record some stuff. I'm gonna do some outside recording. It's pretty nice over here. And I just put together my first class. People wanted me to do the personal coaching, but I don't really like doing it. I have a hard time with it. But what I do feel more comfortable with is doing a group class with individuals. So I'm only working with 30 people because I don't want to be over my head and not be able to work with people and answer the questions that they need. But this course is going over not just spiritual things, but it's also personal development as well. How to communicate, how to speak better on camera, these kind of things. How to get over negativity, how to break negative thought loops, a little bit on manifestation, not too heavy on it though. So if you want to get involved, I'll put the link in the bio. And on my Instagram, I'm dropping a promo code for that if you guys want it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'm gonna do my best to do daily content all over again. Now that I'm kind of settled, I still have to set up furniture, but whatever. Thank you.